am so super excited about today's video. In today's video, we are going to be doing not one but two customizable projects. First of all, I'm going to show you guys how to customize a Chiara wall for a backdrop. You can use it for a birthday party, wedding celebration, New Year's, Christmas, the holidays, what have you. And the second thing I'm going to be sharing with you guys is a DIY dance floor, and both of these projects I've done using the Cricut Venture. And so before we get started, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank today's sponsor, Cricut. You guys know how much I love using Cricut to do different customizations for my weddings, parties, and events. And with that being said, definitely let me know down in the comments below what project you'd like to see me do next. We're going to go ahead and hop into today's project, and be sure to tune in at the end for more important information. Okay, you guys, so we're going to start out with creating a custom monogram for this Rio themed first birthday party. Very, very simple to do, and it has a huge impact. The second thing we're going to do using that same process is we're going to create a custom monogram for a dance floor for a wedding. So I just wanted to show you guys how easy and how versatile these projects are. Start by logging into the Cricut design space. If you haven't already downloaded it, be sure to visit Cricut.com and then download it onto your desktop. For the Cricut Venture, you have to use it on desktop, but for the other Cricut cutting machines, you can use it on your cell phone as well. So the second thing you want to do is you want to, after you log into Cricut design space, you can go switch the tab from your home to your canvas. So we're going to go to the canvas and we're going to find an image that says happy birthday. So you just type it in, and there are over 28,000 selections that you can choose from. You just choose the image that best match your vibe. I actually chose this one. I'd already bookmarked it so I could go back to it relatively easy, because again, there were over 28,000 images there and I didn't want to spend more time looking for the image than you actually spend doing the project. So the next thing I want to do is I want to rotate this. You can rotate it by typing in, or you can actually use the rotate arrows that are on the bottom of the pictures. So I'm going to rotate it because I want it to be 2 feet wide, and I want it to be about 4 feet long. And so I'm rotating it so that I can get the width and the length that I need. And so you want to kind of play around with that as well. And because it's a pretty big size that I'm going to be using for that Chiara wall. The next thing that I'm going to do is, I want to make sure that the sizing and everything is okay. And then I'm going to select the cutting machine that I want to use. And in this case, it is the Cricut Venture. Now I'm going to, after I've selected my cutting machine, I've verified that it's turned on, I've done all of those things, I'm loading the machine, etc. to get the project ready. One thing that I love about the Cricut is the ease of use. So it prompts you to do every next step that you need to take. It will prompt you. I'm connecting it to the Bluetooth, so it's asking me if I want to allow it or not. And of course, I'm going to allow the Bluetooth to be connected. You can also connect it by wire. I chose to use the Bluetooth just because it's a lot easier for me, no matter where I may be in my office or in my space. If I wanted to kind of go ahead and start the cutting process, I could do that. And so again, it will prompt you along the way. Then you click on Make It. Now, one thing I forgot was that this one kind of had a shadow behind it. I didn't want that, so I'm just going to disable it by clicking on the little eye there. I don't want to see it, and so it goes away. I wanted to kind of show you guys that process because I didn't want the outline behind it. And so now it is ready to cut. My material size is 25 by 49 and a half. I'm going to select the material that I want, which is the removable vinyl, because I want to use it again. I'm also going to load. Again, I told you guys it will prompt you step by step on what to do. And so I'm going to go ahead and load the materials as well, load the fine point blade into clamp B, make sure all those things are good to go. And then on the Cricut Venture itself, it is going to start prompting me. The button is going to actually light up, as you see here, on the steps that I need to take next. And in following the prompts, the cutting process has already started. And this Cricut Venture is so fast, you guys. I had to speed it up just a little bit, but this is very close to real time. This entire project took me about 10 minutes to do, and that includes design, cutting, etc. And so I wanted to just kind of share with you guys. It's really simple to do. All you have to do is follow the prompt, and it kind of lets you know when the cutting process is complete. And then once the cutting process is complete, then you will use your straight edge that is provided, the tool that is provided by Cricut, to cut it off. And that's it. So we're going to go ahead and do the next project. I'm going to save this one because I know that I'll use Happy Birthday a lot. So I'm going to save that project so that I can, the next time all I have to do is simply make it. I won't have to take all the steps that I took before. And then I'm just going to type in his name, Jelani. And I'm going to pick the font that I want and size it just like we did before. And then I will cut it on a separate sheet of paper. You would do the exact same thing for a dance floor decal, the same process for the dance floor decal as well that I'm going to share with you all. So the next step is the weeding process, and I didn't get to do this on Jelani, but it's the exact same process for the dance floor. So I'm going to show you guys the dance floor decal, kind of speed it up, how we just kind of start out and we do the weeding, and it is so easy, you guys. And then we're going to go through and do all of the fine details. So since this one was like I want to say it was 4 feet long, then we got our little tools and we went through and we pulled out all the fine points along the actual monogram decal, and this is what we were going to use on the dance floor. So I wanted to show you guys the process of weeding and then the transfer process. Okay, you guys, and so when it came time to do the transferring, I just added some blue painter's tape, as you can see there, and then we put the transfer tape on top of the actual sign so that we can easily transfer it onto the dance floor or onto your backdrop. Exact same process for both projects. So we just added the transfer paper and I laid it down flat, and then we just added it onto the back so that we would be ready to go when it was time to adhere it to the dance floor and or to the actual backdrop. Okay, so now that we have the transfer tape in place, we are going to use the painter's tape, to hold it down. And it was easier for me to use a squeegee to kind of make sure that there are no bubbles in it. As I was pulling, she was squeegeeing it down to make sure that it laid flat. And you guys, this is how simple it is to do. So super simple. It turned out absolutely gorgeous. You can see my smaller Cricut tool there, but I'm telling you, the squeegee was a lot easier for the larger projects. It worked out amazing, and look at how clean it is. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous, so beautiful, and it made such a huge statement. And so you'll have to come back to watch this entire wedding. It's a Christmas themed wedding. You'll have to come back to see how it turned out. But I used the Cricut removable vinyl for the dance floor to cover the entire dance floor. And when I tell you guys it was A++, it was A++. But for today's video, now I'm going to show you the reveal of the Rio themed first birthday party. Same process as this dance floor. You're just going to adhere it to a Chiara backdrop wall versus a dance floor. Okay, you guys, so this is the entrance to the clubhouse. We just put some leather leaf in some kind of boho-ish baskets. And as you enter into the clubhouse, there was just a little sign welcoming you to Rio. We picked this theme because Jelani absolutely loves all of the characters in Rio, and he loves singing along with that as well. So here is how the happy birthday turned out. I ended up using the red for the dance floor, and then I used it for his name, and then I used kind of the orangish, yellowish color for the happy birthday. I absolutely love the font. It was so easy to weed. The process for weeding was very fast, as you guys could see. In earlier on in the video, we did a balloon cascade. One of Trevor's co-workers actually did the balloon. It was absolutely gorgeous. And we did all live florals for his birthday as well. They turned out gorgeous as well. I'm so super excited just at how gorgeous this backdrop was. This is definitely something you can DIY yourself. I will tell you, we ended up putting his picture there because I cut out like whatever they said in the movie about going to the party, but when I cut it too thin and you could barely read it. It was not legible, so we decided to put his picture there, which really worked out anyway. And then I use these backdrop panels. I've shown you guys these before, but I use those to make them kind of like a runner on the table. And we did big, huge centerpieces all the way down the table. And we made sure to keep it really kid friendly with the cups and the cutlery because we knew the kids would want to really have fun and enjoy. And so we did that as well. So I'm going to give you guys some listening music for your pleasure to show you guys how this party turned out in its entirety. I loved how vivid the colors were. We sprayed some of the leather leaf with floral spray paint to bring in the blues and different hues. It just turned out amazing. The weather was amazing. The food was amazing. Let me tell you, he had a ball. He had a ball. And one of the things I love about Cricut is, whatever you can create, whatever you can dream up, you can use it, your Cricut Venture, to create it, no matter how big it is. And that is just one thing that has really totally changed my entire business. The fact that I can customize anything from a dance floor, create props, create backdrops, and everything in between, using my Cricut Venture. And it doesn't take long to do it, and I love that. Again, I used Rachel. You guys remember Rachel. She started out as Hot Mama's Bakery. Now she's designer Desserts by Rachel K. She did an incredible job on all of the desserts. I just love, 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 love them. And I used the covers to cover up my columns to make them a different color. There's cute little Jelani. Isn't he cute? His dad, Trevor, actually created the artwork for that. He had such a great time. Also outside, I know a lot of times it's hard to find activities for kids, but thanks to Kids Play Place, they did the entire outdoor setup, and it's like a soft play company, and they just kind of specialize in soft play for kids. So they had like the little bumper cards, and he's only one. He was able to operate the bumper cart inside of the gate. It also had like the little soft padding in case they fell. They also had jumpy houses and just a rainbow sprinkler, cotton candy. It was just amazing. And so definitely check them out if you are in the Florence area. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I will leave all the links that I use down in the description box below. I certainly appreciate all of your unwavering support. Thank you so much again, Cricut, for sponsoring today's video and creating such amazing quality projects that can be used for years and years to come. I will see you guys at the next video. Until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Cheers!